Hey there, Rebels. Delano Wallace here, your host for another exciting episode of the Rebel Creatives podcast. And as you know, I help creative entrepreneurs increase their revenue using the Rebel Growth System. Today, I want to dive headfirst into a topic that holds the key to breaking free from the chains of revenue stagnation, right? And if you've ever found yourself stuck watching your revenue plateau and wondering, how can I reignite my business's growth engine? Well, this episode is your beacon of hope, right? And it doesn't matter if you're just starting out and you're trying to get to your first sale, or if you've been doing this and you want to get to your first 10K, your first 20K, your first 50K, or whatever, right? I want you to imagine a world where your business doesn't just survive, right? But it also thrives, where revenue flows consistently and growth is the norm, right? And that, who doesn't want that, right? And by the end of this episode, you'll not only understand the immense potential of the four business growth mechanisms that I specialize in, which is reputation, resale, reach, and retargeting, but you'll also have the insights to implement them effectively and unlock your revenue's true potential. All right. And let me know, like there's nothing new under the sun. This isn't something that I have to come up with, right? This is something that's already out there. What is different is the how. How are you handling your reputation? How are you implementing resale in your business? How are you getting your reach? And how are you doing your retargeting, right? And these four mechanisms are what will help you to grow your business and to increase your revenue. So, before we dive into the solutions, right, let us address the common challenges that many businesses face, right, which is the stagnant revenue. And here's the issue: revenue will plateau over time, right? And it's something that will happen. And once that happens, you start to struggle to see significant growth. And the reason for that is you have to do something different, right? You the same thing that you do to reach that goal, you have to do something to break that barrier, right? And that's where manipulating the R4 framework, or the four growth pillars, as I like to call it, right? That's how you're going to break that ceiling. The next issue, or the next challenge, is market saturation, right? And in competitive markets, it becomes increasingly challenging to acquire new customers. It's more expensive. You have to compete with so much different businesses to get attention, especially for small businesses. It's a fight. It's a struggle, right? And the third is economic fluctuations, right? Economic downturns or unforeseen circumstances can impact revenue negatively. We saw that when COVID ran rampant, and um, things changed, not just even with economic, but the social structure changed and everything. And a lot of businesses had to pivot, and who didn't lost out. And I will share in this podcast episode how manipulating and working on these four pillars, right? Growth pillars will really help you to grow even during hard times, right? So let's unveil the secret sauce, right? The four growth business growth mechanisms: reputation, resale, reach, and retargeting. Let's look at reputation first, right? We all know reputation is king. By enhancing your business's reputation, not only does it boost your customers' trust, but it also attracts new customers, right? Um, and we're going to explore, right, how strategies for that, for building and maintaining a stellar reputation, can really help you, and how to do that, right? Resale is all about maximizing revenue from your existing customers, and this is game changer, right? We'll delve into how you can leverage upselling, cross selling, and subscription models to increase revenue resale, all right? And then reach. You want to expand your reach, and it means reaching new audiences. And I'm going to share with you some strategies for broadening your marketing or your market, including your partnerships, collaborations, and innovative marketing techniques. And then lastly, retargeting. Retargeting engages potential customers who have shown interest in your product or services, and we'll explore how you can, convert these leads into paying clients. All right. So let's translate this into in these insights, right, into action stuff that you can do. And here's a sneak peek of what you can do, and I want you to open up your minds, right? I can speak forever on this, but I like to keep these episodes nice, short, punchy, right? And for you, as a business owner, as a creative entrepreneur, I want you to have your mind open. What I want to achieve here is just to jumpstart your creative juices, let you see what's possible, and then you can apply that in your business and let it blossom and bloom into a beautiful strategy that is attracting your ideal customers and nurturing and converting them. All right, so let's dive in. Right, open your minds and just be ready to come up with some nice ideas for yourselves. Right, so first, reputation. You want to invest in excellent customer service. You want to collect and showcase reviews and testimonials. And you want to build a strong online presence, right? A lot of time people say, hey, reputation is all about the reviews and how you're, what people see when they see your star ratings, right? And it's so much more than that. Your reputation is how you show up. And that's why I say customer service, right? And it's also how readily and how easily people can access information, accurate information. So, again, building that strong online presence, right? Those two parts, I see a lot of persons neglect. And you want to make sure that you are investing in this wisely, right? Your customers' happiness and satisfaction is a given, right? You want to make sure that your everything that you're doing, you're making it a very good experience for them, and that will boost and propel you getting reviews. As a matter of fact, it will make you feel happier and more comfortable asking for reviews. I see a lot. I've spoken to a lot of entrepreneurs who they don't want to ask for the reviews, right? And my thing is, you're running a business. And because you're running a business, you have a responsibility to take care of, nurture, and grow that business. Imagine that your business is a child. You're not going to look at the child and say, hey, I don't want to give you any milk. You can do without, right? You're going to give the child the milk because the child needs the milk to grow healthy and strong. Your business needs reviews to grow healthy and strong, right? So you not asking is like you're saying, I'm not going to give my baby anything that it needs, right? And your business is your baby. You need to feed it with the right things for it to grow. You need to ask for reviews. You need to be proactive. If you don't, other businesses are doing it and they are going to get that competitive advantage, and you are going to run out of business in the near future, right? Because you haven't been establishing yourself or building any relationship with your customers or anything like that. And they will go with who they know, like, and trust. They get to know you, but what are you doing to get them to like you, right? So very important. And a part of building strong online presence, it's not just having a website and all of those things, right? It's about making sure that you have multiple streams or multiple online assets Facebook, Instagram, your website, your Google My Business, and any other citations and listings. And you want to make sure that these places have accurate information, the same email, the same phone number, the same address everywhere. Why? If a person looks you up, and this happens to me, right? We have our number here, and we will get calls, and someone is calling and saying, "Is this King's Hardware?" And I'm like, "No, it's not King's Hardware." Why? Because King's Hardware has our number on their listing, and people are finding them and calling us. Imagine the amount of lost opportunities right there, right? And that doesn't look good. Your reputation goes down because now that same person is going to go to somebody else and say, "Don't call King's Hardware because I call them and I don't get them. I'm getting this wrong number." Right? That is just to show you the importance of these three elements when it comes to reputation, right? So again, customer support, how you show up. Customer service, how you show up. Collecting and showcasing reviews and testimonials, making sure that you're doing a good work and you're recording that and sharing that, right, with user generated content. And strong online presence. Have as much online presence as you can and make sure that there are relevant information out there. You do that, you're going to get more exposure, more eyeballs on your business, and you're going to get better conversion rates. All right. Next, resale. You want to identify opportunities to upsell, cross sell, and create subscriptions or membership programs and continually provide value to existing customers. A lot of business do not pay their existing customers any attention, right? They get the sale, they do the service, they ask for the review, and then they're done. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have, you want to always be constantly providing value to your existing customers. If they bought something from you and they're happy and you can help them solve more problems, why aren't you? Right? So, for example, you will have a car detailer and you're doing ceramic wraps, but you don't offer a VIP membership to do car wash or interior detailing or whatever. You want to make use of those opportunities. When you upsell, what you're doing is you're adding value, you're solving more problems, you're making your customers' lives easier and better, aren't you? So why don't you do it? 60% of people are more likely to spend more money with you when they come in to buy. So look and see what they're buying and see what you can add to that. Same with a restaurant. A person comes in, they buy a burger, you offer fries. That's why we do combos, right? When you sell the burger, you ask, would you like cheese with that, right? Upsell opportunities. Never shirk on it as long as you're giving more value and the customer will appreciate it and will need it or want it, right? Better experience when you do upsell because you solve more of their problems. I hope that, just to go over that again, identify opportunities to upsell and cross sell, create subscriptions or membership programs, and continuously provide value to existing customers. Once you do that, your revenue will tick up. A 5% increase in retention can lead to 95% or more increase in revenue. So that's the growth there. All right. Reach. You want to explore new markets, you want to collaborate with complementary businesses, you want to harness the power of social media, and you want to invest in content marketing, right? To expand your reach. Now, as a small business, you can't really compete with those big, brands out there that are spending millions of dollars every month for awareness and ads, right? And you're not meant to compete with them at that level, but you still can put your cast your bid in the whole pot of marketing, right? And I'm going to give you one strategy when it comes to exploring markets and doing ads. If you don't have that big budget, spend your budget in a very small area where you can be in front of those persons at least 8 times, no expense or no big expense, right? So instead of targeting an entire country or an entire state, target a very small community, very residential area, just this little area with about 1,000 persons, and you just maximize and milk it out. No matter if it's just 1,000, you're spending 2,000, it will have a bigger impact than another person spending 10,000 for the entire state, right? And that is the secret sauce to really expanding your reach. And once that's done, you move to the next. And I spoke about reputation and resale. Once you get these persons through that reach and they buy, you enact your resale strategies to keep them coming back for more while you're getting new customers for the same amount of money with that big impact. All right. You want to collaborate with complementary businesses. We call this power partnerships. You're a med spa, you partner up with a gym to cross and share your customers, right? You are a restaurant, you partner with an event provider, so you can do the catering for the events that they do, right? You can look out and see how you can collaborate with complementary businesses to grow and get more business. And we spoke about social media. You want to make sure that you have these channels, but you want to make sure that you're posting on these channels consistently to get people to come in and invite them to your business. And that boils down with content marketing. You want to create articles, you want to do stuff like that, put out content out there to get searched, right? And lastly, we have retargeting. You want to implement retargeting ads, email marketing campaigns, and personalized offers to re engage potential customers. Not everybody who lands or see your business is going to buy right away. What happens to those persons, right? You want to re engage with them. You want to send them messages. You want to educate them about to your offer, what you can do for them, the problems that you can solve, and eventually they will buy. But if you say nothing, they will be left to find the solution on their own. All right. So always make sure that you're retargeting your potential customers. All right. So, in conclusion, my fellow rebels, revenue stagnation doesn't have to be your business's fate. And by leveraging and growing your reputation, your resale, your reach, and your retargeting mechanisms effectively, you can breathe new life into your business, increase your revenue, and reach your long awaited milestones. Now, I want you to stay tuned. Um, Always take notes. You can listen to this over and over again. And I want you to share this episode with fellow rebels ready to reignite their business growth. All right? Thank you so much for making it and tuning in. This is Delano Wallace signing off. Keep embracing the power of these four mechanisms, keep innovating, and keep reaching new heights.